What's up, everybody? Joe White here, and yes, the background has changed. I'm no longer in front of the cabinets and the door and everything, so you won't be seeing the cat behind me anymore. And awesome new Super Mario poster that I got from ThinkGeek.com way back in the day when they were, I got that months ago, back when they were offering them dirt cheap. Went ahead and picked that up. I got a Sons of Anarchy poster too, and I'm thinking about putting that up as well, but you're not going to be able to see it. But for now, Super Mario. It was a pain in the ass to get this thing in this wall too, because this wall, if you listen, it's paneling. I mean, the people who built this house put wood paneling up on this wall. All the other walls in this room that I'm in, if I were to pan around and show you, which I'm not, they're brick and then concrete block. It's a basement that I'm in. And what's up with my hair today? Look at this. It's very anyway. But this is paneling, and I wanted to put it up with thumbtacks. I mean, here, I'll show you. I wanted to put this up with thumbtacks. But if you look closely, if I can even there's nails in there. I had to put it up with nails and nail the poster to the wall, which I hate putting. I don't like doing that for obvious reasons. It tears the poster, it messes up the wall. I just don't like doing it, but I was getting sick. I didn't want a plain white backdrop. Who knows, maybe one day I can tack up a green screen and do like all those other fancy YouTubers do, which I would never know how to do that. I'm me. I don't know how to, green screen effects. I didn't go to film school, so, and I know the light still, is bouncing off of this, but oh well. It's better than just having a white backdrop up there, and it's Mario. Who doesn't like Mario? But anyway, I'm here to talk to you today about a couple things. One of them is kind of funny, and how do I put this? I think the Food Network found a new star recently. She won the next Food Network star, and I give you here. I'm going to go ahead and put this in. I give you Ghetto Deen.
Okay, this is I'm talking to you now, okay? This is a $3.35 meal that's going to feed 7 people. Mike, if you want to use some more, put that. I broke these bags up. I broke, motherfucker, do you have it on shit, okay? Fuck me, okay? God damn, Tan. Okay, you put them in there with a little, with a little grease. Not the bags, though. With a little grease. And then keep it on there. And then you're going to brown it. You watching it? Tan?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Because you're going to get some of this for doing this, okay? You done broke them up. Watch how fast they just keep it there. Because these people don't know half of the shit, so they got to know. I'll brown this real fast. Skillet is on high because I told them it was going to take no less than 15 minutes to do this, okay?
All right. And
this costs $3.35, but you use more soups to feed more people. But I'm finna show you. This look like it ain't nothing, but that other video went viral, I think. And these sons of guns, they don't know. They don't believe you can feed 7 people.
$3.35.
$3.35, and I'm finna show you that you can. Okay, you brown this. This was just some top ramen soup. They was 10 for $1. So I'm only using 10. So how much money is that?
$1.
No, nigga. It was 10 for $1. I mean, I'm only using 2.
Oh, that was like
10 cents.
Yeah.
20 cents. Okay. You see that? You got that brown, right?
Yep.
Okay. Now, got that brown like that there? Make it brown. Don't burn it. You add your little water to it. Just enough.
Man, we got beanie hummus.
Wait a minute.
Yep.
No, just enough. Look at that. You see that? So these people need to know what to do when they're cooking it. Just that much right there. Now, steak. This is about 50 cents worth of steak because I had it left over from when I sold tacos last week.
Yeah.
I had it in the freezer. So you put that steak on up in there. Okay. Make out like look like it's really something you done did. You put a little parsley, dried parsley in there on that like that there. You got that? Okay.
Y'all see all that?
Huh? Yeah, so that give it some color like you got seasoning in it, which you really do. See there?
Yep.
Okay, so then that's gonna cook down in like 1 second. And while that's cooking down, take these 2 packages that came with the soup, open them up in there, put them in there, Don't be scared, because there ain't nothing to it. Drop it in there. Wait a minute. And all while I'm doing all this here, it's steady cooking, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And you mix that soup, that seasoning up in there. Okay? I only did enough. Now, this is enough for like 3 people. But, you know, you get them soups 10 for $1, you can use 5 or 6 soups,
Yeah.
you know. So,
The more people, more soups.
right. So you get that like that there. Now, some people like little hot sauce in there. That's why I'm putting, you like hot sauce in yours?
Yeah.
Okay. So put a little hot sauce in there. You know, a little bit in there. If you like hot sauce, it don't matter. Because you want it a little spicy. Stir that up there. Make sure all your soup, powder soup, is stirred up in there. Okay? Straighten it out like that there. Add you some cheese. Show you. Aisha used a lot. My niece used a lot of cheese, but if you got fat people, a lot of cheese. Kids and fat people like
Cheese.
a lot of cheese.
Yeah.
Right. So I'm cooking real, and you know the kids be in there hollering and shit. I want some meat. I want some meat. You put it on there, go get out of your clothes. You don't even have to get out of your clothes, because you see, you don't mess up nothing.
Yeah.
You know, you don't mess up nothing. Sit there, wait 1 second, 1 second, 1 second. Watch it say, right quick, watch. Have we been to 15 minutes yet?
4 minutes.
That's all we did?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, well, shit then. Okay. So, this gonna cook, let that little water cook all the way out of there. I'm gonna show you right quick, too. Just let me know when we get to, oh, well, they gonna, but I'm gonna have to just tell them, though. I do things when people don't have to waste a lot of money.
Right.
Instead of adding the steak, you could have, I use a beef soup, so I use steak. Okay? So if you use a chicken soup,
Yeah.
fuck it. Go to the Jim Dandy's or anywhere. Don't go to Kentucky. They got a little piece of chicken. Jim Dandy and what's the big people got? Big breasts.
Yeah.
Take one breast, cut that motherfucker up in here. You done. One breast. You know what I'm saying? So that's if you use chicken, or if you use shrimp, get you a bag of them little tiny shrimp, and you got it going on. Now look at that. And you don't see no water at the bottom. Look at that. See, don't see no water at the bottom. This bitch is ready.
Yeah.
What more can I say about that? That's coming soon to the Food Network. And just not that. Yeah, this cold is still, it's there, but it's not there anyway. But I woke up this morning and my back was killing me of all things. Whenever the weather goes like today, it's nice and sunny outside. And yesterday it was all cold and rainy. When the weather does like this, so do my allergies, my knees, and my back. It sucks. But yeah, there you go. Check her out. Ghetto Deen coming to your Food Network this fall. And for more about how I feel about the Food Network, there's a video on my channel there where I totally break down the Food Network and how the loss of Emeril Lagasse kind of started pushing them downhill. Wrestling wise, there's not really much to talk about today. You know, there was a lot of aftermath after Samoa Joe's debut. His T-shirt that he had, that he's allowing WWE to make and sell, which that deal is just unprecedented when you think about it. You know, it's kind of like he learned something from our old pal CM Punk, and he was like, "Look, I'm gonna go. I'll do your shit. I'll do your NXT. I'll make my money here. I'll put over your stars. I'll make your new stars. But I still want to do indies. And I still want to make money from them. And I still want to hone my craft." The guy gets it. The guy gets the fact that he just got out of a bad relationship where he was almost like, you know, trapped for however many years he was with TNA. And now it's like he wants to get out there. He wants to hone his craft again. The dude's looking great, too. If you noticed, he's lost a lot of weight. Dude's looking borderline skinny. I mean, his head still is about as big as mine, but golly. Anyway, his T-shirt's already sold out. So that's money going into his pocket. It's money going into WWE's pocket. I would love to know how the financial, everybody would love to know the financial deals of how this deal is working. But who knows? I mean, he's allowed to do indie dates for now. He's not going to be on the main roster from what I've heard. Even though I want my Lesnar versus Joe at WrestleMania, damn it. I think that would be super freaking awesome. But Kevin Owens, I mean, it looks like they're heading You know, Kevin Owens has now got to face Finn Balor sometime, and I really hope that they put those two on the next NXT Takeover special, which it will probably be Joe and Owens. But it seems like the last title match those two had, talking about Balor and Owens, it was pretty much it was throwaway basically. You know, the he's the number one contender. Balor should have, to me it would be like, look, and I'll be honest, I like the idea. It wasn't my idea. Brian Alvarez on the Figure Four, on the Wrestling Observer, radio show came up with this one. I would love to see something like you know, Regal come to Finn Balor in the back and go, look, listen here. You're the number one contender. You deserve your shot. No one's trying to really take that fact away from you. You definitely deserve this spot. However, you've faced Owens before, and it didn't go too well. How about we do this instead? I got a guy lined up who can take Owens out and Samoa Joe. Now, people are going to sit there and say, well, that makes Balor look a little bit weak. It does, but it's fact. We got this guy Samoa Joe. Why don't we? How about this? If you trade me your number one contendership, if you give it up or give your number one contendership to Joe, I will go to the higher ups on the main roster. I will talk to the Authority. I will talk to Triple H and Stephanie. And we will get you a spot in Money in the Bank this year. That briefcase works wonders. And that briefcase automatically guarantees you a spot on the main roster, which maybe it doesn't. You could do a number of things with that. How about an NXT guy holding a Money in the Bank briefcase? That would be so freaking crazy to have a guy from NXT holding the Money in the Bank briefcase. And that's a good way to elevate him to the main roster if they choose to go that route. But then again, you could keep him in NXT. Saying, hey, if you want to see the guy who won Money in the Bank, you got to go watch NXT. And this proves anything can happen in the WWE as well, But I don't know if they'll go that route. There's a lot of pinholes in that. Why would you have a guy who just beat out other WWE superstars and won a briefcase? Why would you have them back in developmental when Balor doesn't really need to be there in the first place? Balor just has it, and if they don't fuck him up like they have with every other NXT guy on that roster. I don't consider the Shield NXT guys because they were in Florida Championship Wrestling. I'm talking about guys who started in NXT and made their way up. They really haven't gotten a shot. It's like Vince sees it as, okay, I'll take what Triple H has created down there, and I'll take what everybody booking down there in NXT has done, and I'll show them that that style, that little niche is not what I want, so I'm going to squash every fucking body that comes up. Look at someone like a Bo Dallas. Look at the Ascension. It hasn't happened to Neville yet, but it probably will. Adam Rose. I could go on and on and on, Now, granted, Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens appearing on Raw within the last month and a half is really kind of cool, but then again, I look for Kevin Owens to kind of be. The only way I could see that this happens is without Owens losing is if you were to have a Samoa Joe do a run-in on the Elimination Chamber special. That would be kind of cool, Owens has Cena laid out, and all of a sudden, dun, 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 and bam, in comes Joe, and crowd goes ape shit. DQ on Owens, blah, blah, we're off running. And granted, that's kind of a heel move to do, but it's the only way I could see that you could have Cena, granted, the whole he's putting him over. No, he's not putting him over. He looks weak if he loses. I'm sorry, that's how it is. You can tell me I'm wrong all you want to, but in my mind, if Owens loses to Cena, after what he did to Sami Zayn this past Wednesday, he looks weak. You build this guy up so much about an anti-Cena guy saying, Zayn won't see me, and he wears the U.S. title, the champ is here shirt to the ring, and he's just so much of a lovable likable asshole towards Cena. That it'll all be for nothing if he doesn't either win or get, schmozed. He can't be beaten cleanly. Anyway, that's about all I'm going to talk about for wrestling now. Video games. There's a couple of video games coming out that I want to, play. Obviously, Batman Arkham Knight coming out next month kind of excites me. I'm looking forward to that. Mario Maker is supposed to come out this year. I did a little bit of a video on Mario Maker. That's coming out this year, hopefully, if they don't push it to the NX. That's what scares me is I bought a Wii U this year and now I'm starting to regret it because the only games that I really play for it are the Super Mario Wii U that came on the system, that was preloaded onto the system, and Mario Kart. That's the only games I own. I owned the NES Remix, but I couldn't really get into that, and other than that, maybe Mario Party, but I'd get bored with that after a while after doing the same mini games over and over. Zelda Wii U is going to get pushed back to the NX. Mark my words. It's not going to be at E3 this year at all. You may see something in Nintendo's area of E3 next month that has a quick little mention of it. Or maybe even maybe we will get the subtitle of it. But to me, and it's a smart business move to do because if they're going to do a more powerful system, it's smart to push it to the NX, especially if the NX is coming out this year, or next year. I mean, they're saying Christmas of this year is when the NX is coming out. I don't think so. I think it's going to be Christmas of next year. But I could totally see them doing a deal where it's like they did with Twilight Princess. It's cross-platform, GameCube and Wii. Well, now we're going to do it Wii U and NX. Which I don't see them calling it NX in the end because it could, and this is how WWE books things, but you can't have more than one X in the market because it would confuse people, just like you can never have, two, you see John Cena, but I don't think there is any, and you have JBL, but they don't call him John because it would confuse, we can't have two people with the same name, it confuses people. We can't have two people using the same finish, it'll confuse people. You can't have NX and Xbox because it would confuse people. It's marketing. It's smart marketing. Besides, what the whole Wii thing, the Wiiverse, the Miiverse, the Everse, whatever. It's overplayed. Why not just call it the NES? Why not just call it the Nintendo Entertainment System? With everybody doing remakes and revamps nowadays, just call it like the NES 2 or something like that. They did the Super Nintendo. Why not call it the Mega NES or MNES or something? I don't like the whole Wii thing. When they first came out with Wii, and this has kind of been true, the first thing people thought when they heard Nintendo Wii was, oh, okay, we're gonna go play at the kids' table. Nintendo kind of has to back away from the whole kiddie market. And that target demographic of video games, like I was saying in a couple of videos ago, you got to start marketing towards the adults too. PlayStation has games, like a Metal Gear Solid, but then they also had games back in the day like Crash Bandicoot that little kids could play. Got to do the same with that. Anyway, guys, I'm going to get off here for today. This is just a quick video. Arkham Knight, I'm looking forward to. Mario Maker, I'm looking forward to. There's a couple other video games this year that I met. Obviously, Metal Gear Solid 5. I'm looking forward to that as well. Seeing as how it's Konami's swan song. That game's going to sell great. But anyway, guys, I'm going to get off here. And thank you so much for watching. And we'll see you down the road.